Hi there. Many others like you have asked, what does the Bible say about dealing with negative people? Let's find out, shall we? You can discover this answer and more on gotquestions.org. We all have occasions that require dealing with negative people. There are two categories of negative people, believers and unbelievers. The Bible offers insight and wisdom on how to handle both. Negative people tend to focus on others' faults or their own faults. They may regularly point out shortcomings with their comments, attitudes, and frowns. Negative people will approach situations from a pessimistic viewpoint, assuming the worst in any given situation. Sometimes people disguise their negativity by using humor or sarcasm, but ultimately, it results in someone being put down. In dealing with negative people, one serious consideration is if they're a fellow Christian. For dealing with negative people in the believers category, we turn to Matthew 18:15-17. That passage clearly lays out the progression of how a fellow Christian should lovingly point out their fault just between the two of you. Again, this is a responsibility all believers have to each other. For non-believers, it's different, since they do not fall under the rules of church discipline. How you approach negative unbelievers must be decided on by a case-by-case basis. You do not have a responsibility to show them their fault, according to the Bible, but there are godly tools that can help you proceed with an unbeliever. Humility, prayer, wise counsel, and tact are great assets in handling a negative person. Not proceeding with wisdom can be dangerous. Brothers and sisters, if someone is caught in a sin, you who live by the Spirit should restore that person gently, but watch yourselves, or you also may be tempted. First, humility is crucial, and your perspective is critical to handling the person how Jesus desires. Try not to view the person as a negative person, but rather as a creation of God who is caught in a sinful habit. He still deserves your respect, attention, and love. Do not violate his dignity. Before approaching the person, try to determine through prayer and counsel. If you have a plank in your own eye, this will help you walk in love toward the negative person and handle the issue in a loving fashion. Additionally, there may be an attitude or assumption in you, making it harder for you to deal with negative people. Give it to God, and the situation may become easier. Next, it's important to pray for the negative person in question. Also, pray for wisdom and for God to reveal to you what to do next. It's always smart to get wise counsel from a pastor or trusted believer who won't turn it into gossip. Then, once you have a plan of action, be tactful. Meekness is part of wisdom. In conclusion, be aware that the best way to deal with a negative person may simply be to limit your contact with him if possible. However, God gives wisdom to those who ask, so hearing from him and trusted godly people in your life is the best place to start. All right, that answers your question. What does the Bible say about how to deal with negative people? On our website, gotquestions.org, you'll find an in-depth article with citations and resource suggestions. If this helped you as much as it did others, like this video and subscribe to the Got Questions channel. Meanwhile, if you'd like to study more, as always, just keep asking.